you throw in my face. I'm not changing at all. You ain't gonna be able to buy me out. And now it's documented. I'm on live stream, and I've been said this multiple times, but you ain't gonna be able to buy me out. Government and all of them on YouTube with the Will, look, Will.
I had to share that.
Yeah, no, Will's right.
I'm glad he said it, yes.
He's right.
Well, in general, the first thing they show is that throughout its history, the FBI has made relations with the media a key area. Not so much infiltrating employees as the CIA did, but cultivating very, very deep connections throughout the American media. They had the entire division of the FBI, the crime reporting division, was dealing solely with developing friendly journalists, developing ways in which you could get what you wanted to appear in the papers to be there, what you didn't want not to be there, on a level that was nobody realized until these reports came out.
That's right.
He's right. I mean, real talk. He's right. He's right. Like, I mean, that's why I said it would only take me 2 minutes to debunk everything that they saying, one, and themselves. You know, who they are. It's real easy. You know, but I mean, Will is absolutely correct. You might as well keep that up for a while. I need to see that.
Yes. He said
that's like,
yeah.
That's absolute truth. And look, like back to what Kern Mayo was about to show y'all. I really don't want him to show that though, because I don't want him to have that heat. But I mean, I know Kern Mayo can take it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't about to get the hell up out the kitchen. He in it. But I'm just saying, I just know for a fact that they not ready for that, bro.
William Casey was a CIA director around 1980. He said, "We'll know our disinformation program is complete when everything the American public believes is false." And so they want to do this. They want to destabilize the world because a peaceful world is not good for business, for the military-industrial complex. They want the individuals to fear the outside world, fear each other, divide and conquer, and keep this unstable thing. And that all it benefits is the cunning collectivists that thrive in the middle, that thrive in the chaos, that create the situations that cause other countries to hate us, and then self-regulate the people that are here by either coming up with alternate conspiracy theories, calling people out, you know, whatnot, having all sorts of distractions out there.
They not. Once they see the connection between those people and all of those organizations,
yep,
man, I mean, it's going to hit them. It's going to hurt them. It's going to hurt them. You know, I mean, if you said you about to come out with that, like with a video.
Yeah, it's in the works, you know.
I'd much rather you do that. I'd much rather you do that.
Yeah.
Before it's in a live stream and they try to clip it up and they try to paint you as this, and just like how they did me. It's like how they did me. The real Moors love me. Okay? I could care less about these little fake fraudulent YouTuber Moors that ain't got no title for real. Notice I said that ain't got no title for real.
The crime reporting division was keeping track of virtually every journalist in America that wrote anything that had to do with the FBI, and whether everything was being classified as friendly or unfriendly. It, of course, was somewhat complicated because it generally meant, did J. Edgar Hoover like what they wrote or not like what they wrote? And practically the opinion of nobody else at the FBI mattered while Hoover was alive. But he kept charts on every significant journalist as to who was helpful. And when you look through the reports and the documents that have come out, you'll see statements by Hoover and his immediate subordinates. Get this information to friendly journalists. Get this to our friend at U.S. News and World Report. Get this to some friendly reporters in Memphis. And you just see all that sort of stuff. Interestingly, though, this information, it never mattered whether the information was true or false. That was not what it was about.
I could care less about that. But yeah, but like I said, don't call the Yamasee Moors no more or the Lene Nalape. Stop that. Stop being disrespectful. Well, you being disrespectful to us. I'm calling you out for who you are. It is what it is, son. Go ice up.
Give up on all your collectivist messiahs. Any of these good guys you think are out there are most likely a distraction to keeping you from the ultimate truth that you are the source of power in this world. All these cunning assholes out there are trying to get you to fear yourself, doubt yourself, not trust yourself, and look towards and beg towards some daddy figure at the top of some power and give them power.
They don't understand how they was Noble Jew Ali and Marcus Garvey was side by side. And so was Wentworth Arthur Matthew.
So we are here at the Moorish Zion Temple, and this will be a little short teaching. And the name of our school is Beth Zion Talmud Torah. You can actually see it on the oldest picture of the Zion Temple. Many say it's 1924, some say it's 1929. We believe it's actually 1899.
And they want to call him Wallace Farad Muhammad. Matter of fact, before they even created the NOI, I told you it was called the ATI. And it's in their records, in the FBI records, and I'm glad you actually got those FBI records because that's necessary.
COINTELPRO was counterintelligence program, and that was the major FBI program to counter what it conceived to be threats to American democracy, and it was, at least in my opinion, rather paranoid in what it considered threats. It had divisions trying to operate against communists, against socialists, against the new left, against the old left, against what they referred to as black nationalists, what they referred to as hate groups. They had a separate section just on the Nation of Islam.
That's what's needed, and I hope you got all of them.
Yep.
I hope you got all of them. They all unclassified now. They even stamped it and saying unclassified now.
Yep,
Look how long it took them to put that out. They need to read those records. They need to read those records, man. Y'all need to see what happened. Y'all need to see what happened. I mean, yeah, it's not going to turn your nose up at Noble Jew Ali, but it's going to make you wonder about these other people. I mean, yeah, it's not going to turn your nose up at Noble Jew Ali, but it's going to make you wonder about these other people. I mean, yeah, it's not going to turn your nose up at Noble Jew Ali, but it's going to make you wonder about these other people. I mean, yeah, it's not going to turn your nose up at Noble Jew Ali, but it's going to make you wonder.
And of course, you have to understand that the counterintelligence program was really a misnomer, because counterintelligence normally means you're trying to find things out. Counterintelligence officers in wartime and in espionage are supposed to be finding out information, but these were active committees, not passive. And what counterintelligence programs were overt attempts, sometimes very, very complicated operations, to disrupt organizations which they felt were a threat.
And it's in their records, in the FBI records, and I'm glad you actually got those FBI records because that's necessary. That's what's needed, and I hope you got all of them.
Yep.
I hope you got all of them. They all unclassified now. They even stamped it and saying unclassified now.
Yep,
Look how long it took them to put that out. They need to read those records. They need to read those records, man. Y'all need to see what happened. Y'all need to see what happened. I mean, yeah, I'm not. It's not going to turn your nose up at Noble Jew Ali, but it's going to make you wonder about these other people. It's going to make you be like, damn.
Yep.
I mean, I'm talking about they were doing more than magic. They were killing their own brothers and chopping them up and eating them. That's in the FBI documents. Why you think the FBI and the CIA got involved? They killing each other. They call that a sacrifice. That all that Mohammedan stuff.
Regardless of whether the organizations were committing any crimes. And the irony of this is that while the FBI theoretically was supposed to limit itself to investigating crimes, and federal crimes at that, it basically took the position that, thinking bad thoughts was a crime, or if you didn't like the current government of that day, that was a crime, and if J. Edgar Hoover decided the group should be disrupted, then COINTELPRO would sit down and figure out how to disrupt it.
Why you think Farad Muhammad was locked up the first time? What you gonna say? Oh, because his wife didn't want to show anybody his driver's license and he got pulled over? Don't fall for the story they put in front of you. Don't fall for that.
Let me just read a little the introduction of that. Just a
Okay.
little bit. So it says, this paper sets out to show the influence of Freemasonry in the Nation of Islam, NOI, and the group leading up to the NOI's formation and those who rose out of it. These groups were created out of necessity because of the unfavorable social atmosphere towards African Americans in the United States at the beginning of the 20th century. The groups that led up to the Nation of Islam were the United Negro Improvement Association, led by Marcus Garvey, and the Moorish Science Temple, founded by Noble Drew Ali. I will touch on each of these groups and show their relation to the Nation of Islam and the influence that these two groups had on W.D. Fard and Elijah Muhammad, the two men who are responsible for the creation of the development of the NOI theology. So they never ran into each other, you said? That's what they'd be saying?
They said they never knew each other, and that's a lie. Marcus Garvey knew.
Well, that's
Noble
just
Drew
because
Ali.
the people who are telling you this, those are people who don't research.
They never
Automatically,
met.
I'll be like, man, you never researched, man.
Nah, they're not researching. They're not researching, and I know they're not. But it is what it is, man. They were working directly with the government, man. They were working directly with the government.
Well, you're absolutely right, Judge. What we have to look at is the president is the chief executive officer of this corporation called the United States of America. Well, you're absolutely right, Judge. What we have to look at is the president is the chief executive officer of this corporation called the United States of America. Well, you're absolutely right, Judge. What we have to look at is the president is the chief executive officer of this corporation called the United States of America.
Marcus Garvey never went to Africa. Never.
Sure didn't. He went to England though.
He buried in.
Yeah.
They brought him to Jamaica, supposedly.
His father received a library from the people out there in England too. Hey.
You know who Marcus Garvey is? Garfield.
Yes.
That's Garfield.
Man. Oh, wow. That hit home.
Marcus Garvey was a betrayer.
Yeah.
He was a Prince Hall Freemason.
Prince Hall Freemason.
Lefkowitz states to a large extent the UNIA was organized along Masonic lines. It had a significant benevolent function. It had a constitution based on the Masons. It had a potentate, and potentate's helmet closely resembled the ceremonial hat worn by Masons in special parades.
He was a knight.
He even wore it in a parade. Yeah, with the sword and everything.
Purple Knight. That's his rank. He was a purple knight. Look at his outfit.
The funny thing is, today I caught their code words, because when you read his story, it tells you his father was a stone mason, so they make you think like he's a construction worker or something. All of the stone mates, and then they say at 14 he went to be an apprentice printer.
Everything is rigged against you, the individual, from becoming their highest and best self. Another former CIA official said, "It is the function of the CIA to keep the world unstable and to propagandize and teach the American people to hate. So we let the establishment spend any amount of money on weapons and arms." That's John Stockwell, who's a former CIA agent. So that's what they do. This is what they want to get you out there, get you afraid of everything, self-censor, self-regulate, make you feel like you're weird because you think that these conspiracy theories, which the CIA created that idea as conspiracy theories, as a way of disincentivizing people from actually looking into truth. And it's so often, every time there's a conspiracy theory out there, over time, the truth gets out. Then you just see how rigged the world is to begin with.